What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 14 of our Medabots Metabee version walkthrough. In the previous video, we went back down under the sewers. We discovered an ant nest, which we battled a whole bunch of ant-type Medabots. We also found a headquarters for the Rubber Robo gang. We took on some of their leaders. We took on Sea Slug and Gill Girl, and we proceeded further on, and we finally reached an area called Kodine Kingdom. I don't know if we've gone back in time, but it seems like it. And people believe we are the ancient lost hero because we are wearing our hero outfits from when we went to Medabot Island. So it's pretty funny. Everyone believes that we are the chosen one and we are here to save them. Meanwhile, we're just wearing a silly costume. But we chat to some of the local people in Kodine Kingdom and everyone mentions the blue Hawaii. So I don't know if this is some kind of monster or villain that they all fear. I'm guessing we're going to have to go and discover what this monster blue Hawaii is and go and defeat or slay it. We are just exploring some of the houses here now, and we can also head west or east. So there are some sections for us to explore. This is kind of like the main base here. You can buy some items and things, so it's kind of like a little central town. As you can see, we're going to stock up on a few Medabot items here because we have quite a lot of money that we haven't really spent. So we pick up a couple extra meta parts and now we can explore some of the other areas. And as you guys can see, this episode is a bit longer because we are covering a lot in today's episode. It is jam-packed. We headed over to the east, but we're actually blocked. Even the guy at the entrance said the great hero cannot enter because the princess is there. That is known as the princess's garden. So when we try and head to the western side, we also get blocked, but then we bump into a Rubber Robo gang member who we followed and now we are battling. So we're trying to find out some information about where we're supposed to go or what we're supposed to do. It looks like we've captured the Rubber Robo gang member after defeating him, and now we've just taken him to the prison. So it looks like that's what we have to do. We have to try and capture all the Rubber Robo gang members and take them down to the prison. But now we try to re-enter the garden again, and we are allowed to go in after capturing that Rubber Robo gang member. And we just battled Queen Margarita, which was not an easy battle at all. After that, she does give us a bit more information about Blue Hawaii, and she gives us a new medal and some meta parts. And then after chatting to her, we also pick up a female Timpet, and another Rubber Robo gang member enters. So we defeat him, chat to Queen Margarita. It looks like we might have to take this Rubber Robo gang member to the prison as well. The Guardian feels awful for allowing the Rubber Robo gang member to enter, so the Guardian and the Queen head back into the main temple and we take another Rubber Robo gang member into the prison. So now we're going to enter the temple and see if we can find Queen Margarita again and chat to her and find out what we got to do next. She does tell us about this ancient relic, so we are finding out a lot more about this Kodine kingdom. It looks like they've both run off again. We go and check out this crystal and then we try and follow to where the Queen went. The Guardian has followed the Queen once again, so we just go and chat to him quickly and he tells us about the Blue Hawaii. So hopefully we can find this Blue Hawaii and go and defeat it. I'm not sure where we can find it, but I've got a feeling we're going to have to head back down to the beach area and then head west. He does give us some valuable information, and now we're going to try and see if we can chat to the Queen. But she's not actually in her room, she's gone. But she did head in this direction, so that's really strange. I wonder where she could have gone. It's not like there's any other doors here, unless there's some kind of secret chamber or something. But we'll come back and try and find Queen Margarita a bit later. We try and head down south, but we can't go back to the beach area. We do go and search the Medabot, and then the Queen pops out, so she was hiding here. That is really strange. But then she heads down south to the beach area, and it looks like everyone's panicking because the queen's gone out without her guardian or any protection. So they're all trying to find out where she's gone, and they're worried that the blue Hawaii monster might get her. So now we can head over to the western side, and we find the queen here. She's by the beach taking in the view and just taking it easy. So she doesn't want to go back to the temple. We try convince her to go back to safety, and she runs further away. So it looks like she's quite rebellious. And whilst we try and follow her, there's a whole bunch of Rubber Robo gang members that we bump into. And after defeating them, they agree to go to the prison themselves, which is a relief. We don't have to go back and forth each time because there are quite a few Rubber Robo gang members to take on here. So after defeating all the Rubber Robo gang members, we're going to try and get to Queen Margarita. It looks like she is surrounded by a few members, so we're going to have to defeat them to keep her safe. And then hopefully she'll realize that it's too dangerous for her to be out here all alone. She needs her guardian to protect her. After defeating the Rubber Robo gang member, he mentions that this blue Hawaii monster might have captured Gilgirl, one of their leaders, which is really strange. I thought the monster would have worked hand in hand with the Rubber Robo gang, but it looks like the monster is not loyal to anyone. So we take on a few more Rubber Robo gang members. There are a lot of them to battle, unfortunately. And then we reach up north where we find the monster itself. It looks like a giant whale thing with a tree on its head. And here is Gilgirl and Sea Slug, it looks like. And we found some special Medabot, which we're about to take on for a battle. We defeated it, and it's a really strong Medabot. I really want to try get all the parts for it so we can add it to our team. So after defeating it, it does rush off, and now we go back to the main city. I think we did rescue everyone. We go back to the gardens and find that special Medabot there. So I'm hoping we can battle it a few more times so we can get all of the parts for it. But now that we have conquered the blue Hawaii monster, we go back into the temple and find the queen. I believe the blue Hawaii monster might have captured the queen's Medabot, and that's why when we battled it, we freed it, and now it's gone to the gardens. So we go back to the gardens and tell the queen to go there to find her Medabot, and her Medabot's hiding. But now that we have reunited the pair, they are really relieved, and now that the queen has her Medabot, she is a bit more safer as well. So it looks like the blue Hawaii was capturing people and Medabots, and luckily we put that to an end. We enter the temple again, and all of the queen's Medabots are in a circle here, and we chat to the queen and the guardian. I'm not sure what we've got to do next, but then the Rubber Robo gang enters. It looks like it's Sea Slug, and they have opened some kind of portal. So they've all teleported to some new area. I'm guessing we have to go and follow as well. The queen tells us not to go, but we've got to leave. We can't stay in this kingdom forever. We've got to go back to our world. Before we get teleported back, we see Dr. Armond near the rare crystal. So I don't know if he's planning to steal it, and we weren't able to even warn them. But it looks like we're back to the Rubber Robo gang HQ in the sewers, and we're trying to go back out. And before we exit the sewers, we bump into Koji. So we chat to him, and he says he's going to go into the sewers and go head on further. We change back to our regular clothes and exit the sewers, and there we find Erica. She is chatting to one of the cops. So after chatting to her, she says she's going to go back home, and I think we need a change of clothes as well from being in those sewers for so long. So it looks like we're going to head all the way back to our house and check in with our mother. We can then go upstairs and change our clothes and have a good rest, and then we can go and see if Erica's back at her house. So hopefully that little side quest is over, and now we'll be able to start the next side quest, which is pretty exciting. I think after today's video, we are really close to the end of the game. We might have 2 or 3 more videos to complete it, so that's really exciting. It has been a journey for sure. We go to Erica's house, but she's not there, and Erica's mom says that Erica got a letter inviting her on a date, so she assumed it was from us, that we are asking Erica out on a date. So that's pretty suspicious because we didn't do it, so we've got to try and find out where Erica went and who asked her out on a date. Hopefully it wasn't a trap and she wasn't set up by the Rubber Robo gang or anything. So now we're going to search the area, and we've gone back to where the sewer entrance was. And here we have found Koji and also some of the Rubber Robo gang members along with Dr. Armond. So it looks like Koji's run after some of the Rubber Robo gang members, and now some of the officers have arrived. We battle some of the officers' Medabots, and it looks like they are blocking off a lot of the paths, so we do have to battle them in order to proceed further. We have knocked out a few of the Select Corps officers, and we have made it back to our little village. We go back to Erica's house and our house, but there's no sign of Erica, so I've got no idea where she is or where we have to go. We decide to go back to the Medabot lab and chat to some of the professors. Hopefully they have a bit of information. And yes, we chat to one of the main professors, and he tells us that we need a Medabot in order to fly. So we might be able to fly to different areas. We now come and chat to Professor Nay, and she gives us the Wings of Wind Medabot. So if we can equip that Medabot together, we should be able to fly around, which will save us a ton of time. She also offers us one of the medals. So we quickly check out the remaining medals. There are 4 left. We're going to take one of them, and I think she gifted us a tin pet as well, so we can actually put this Medabot together and then hopefully test it out and get flying. So before we can leave, we actually have to put it together. So we use the female tin pet, we put the new medal in it, and we have equipped all of the parts. After that, we should be able to fly around. So we exit the lab, and now we have flown to a brand new area. This area is known as the Floating Fortress, and a lot of Rubber Robo gang members have mentioned it, so I'm not sure if it is the fortress of the Rubber Robo gang, but I'm guessing we have to find Dr. Armond, and he's somewhere up here. There are a whole bunch of air Medabots that we have to battle, so we are getting some extra parts and experience from all the battles, but this place is kind of like a maze. And now that we've got the fly ability, I'm guessing we can fly all over town to different areas instantly. So that's going to be a major help. We don't have to actually travel in our mini S-wheel. We explore some other areas, and we just head to an eastern room, and a whole bunch of flying Medabots attacked us. So we are doing tons of battles here. We are chatting to all of them and trying to find out any information that we can gather. We head over east again to a brand new room, and this is where things get pretty bad. So in this room, we actually have to go and defeat every single flying Medabot in here. It does take ages, and there's no way around it. You just have to battle them all in a specific order, and once you defeat all of them, only then will you be able to proceed to the next room. So we are going to go back and take on all of those Medabots, but first we have to trigger the little event. So if you go back to the previous room, you can battle 1 or 2 of the flying Medabots here, and then they will all rush off. So that's what you need to do in order to trigger the next sequence of events. I did get stuck in 1 or 2 of the parts, but you do have to come and chat to every single Medabot and then go back and battle them all. So we've cleared out this room, and now we can head back into the room that we were in before, and we have to clear out this entire room as well. We're going to battle all of the flying Medabots, and then you will be able to take on the Medabot by the door, and he will move, and then we can finally go to the new area. Here again, you're going to be battling a whole bunch of air Medabots, so you do have to be prepared for a ton of meta battles in this episode. It does take a long time, and it does get frustrating, but stick with it. It is close to the end of the game. There is another door to the north here, but we aren't able to open it. Apparently it's locked and we need to shoot it or something. We find a staircase though, and then we see Erica chatting to Dr. Armond. So Dr. Armond is somewhere up here. We enter a brand new area from the staircase, and again there are tons of Medabots that we have to battle here. They definitely don't make it easy to try and complete this side quest. We just had to battle 3 of the Medabots in a row, so it is no easy task at all. We are picking up some new Medabot items hidden away, but now we have finally reached the room where Dr. Armond was with Erica, so hopefully we can battle him and now get some more Medapots. And this is one of the toughest battles that we have faced in the game. As you can see, the Medabot that he has right at the top, his main Medabot, is super crazy strong. It can kind of knock out 2 or 3 of your Medabot items in one shot a lot of the time. So we did have to swap up some of our Medabot team just in preparation of this battle. So the strategy I've decided to go with is to add a defensive ground Medabot to our team. That's the Medabot in the middle, and its HP and defensive stats are really high, and it's got a protect ability. So if any of our other 2 Medabots are targeted, our defensive Medabot will jump in the way and take the blows. So that allows our other 2 Medabots to stay in the game, and they are really strong attackers. So we can build up our Medaforce and get some strong attacks in, whilst our defensive Medabot takes all the blows. That just gives us a bit of time, and if we get lucky with our attacks, we should be able to knock out 1 or 2 Medabots before our 2 attackers start taking damage. This was definitely the toughest battle yet, and time ran out and we won because we caused more damage to Dr. Armond's team than he did to ours. So we did get the victory, but only just. It was really close. And right afterwards, we have another tough battle against those Rooster Medabots. So after that, we get some cool Medapots at least. And then Dr. Armond escapes. It looks like he teleported again through some kind of portal. But we have reached Erica, luckily. So we chat to Erica and just make sure she's okay. We then get some information that Dr. Armond's probably headed to the engine room. We try and find out where the engine room is, and we're going to have to try and stop Dr. Armond before he escapes again. It seems like he has a strategy of always trying to escape and run away at the last minute. So we're going to have to try and find the engine room and block him. We can't let him get away, because if he escapes, then the Robo gang will just continue all the time. It looks like we have found the engine room, and we also caught up with Koji. Koji has managed to arrive here at the floating fortress, and we have also found the Firestone crystal, which was stolen from the Kodine kingdom. And just to the north of the room, we have found Dr. Armond again. So we do take him on for a second battle and win again. Again, it was a really tough fight, but we do get another Medapart from him, which is a bonus. I want to try and get all the Medaparts for his main Medabot now and see if we can add it to our team. After that, the Medabot tells us that Dr. Armond has probably gone to the control room now. So he's definitely trying to make an escape and run away from all of us. So now we're going to try and make our way to the control room, wherever that might be. And if we can enter the control room, we might be able to face Dr. Armond again. And yes, as we're about to enter, Dr. Armond escapes on like a rocket aeroplane, but we stop him before he leaves and we defeat him for a third time, and then a whole bunch of Medabots block him from running away. So finally, it looks like Dr. Armond might be caught for once and for all. Hopefully they can put him in prison and lock him up so he can't escape again, and that might be the end of the Robo gang. Battling Dr. Armond 3 times in this episode has been no easy task. But now we're going to try and find the control room. We didn't actually find the control room before. That was just the exit where Dr. Armond was trying to fly out. But we have now found the control room, and Erica and Koji are here. It looks like they're working on some of the computers as well. So we go and assist them. We find an empty computer and also try and figure out how we can get back out of here and hopefully capture Dr. Armond for once and for all. So after chatting to all of them in the control room, we try and make our way back to the entrance where we came in. We also find a whole bunch of the flying Medabots here, and it looks like they're on our side now. They're willing to assist, and some of the other Medabots have tried to block us off here. So it looks like some of the select corps have arrived. They've also made their way here to the floating fortress, but little do they know we have already saved the day. It seems like the select corps always arrive afterwards and then take all the credits. We feel a massive crash, so I don't know if the floating fortress has crashed into a new area, but Koji tells us that everyone's waiting for us outside. So we make our way out of the floating fortress, and it looks like we are in some brand new area. And we've spotted Dr. Armond. He is caught with the select corps, so I'm hoping they will lock him up. And Dr. Armond tries to escape one last time, but the select corps don't let him go. We then chat with Erica, and we also bump into the Phantom Renegade. So at least that whole saga is done. We now go back home and have a well-deserved rest, and we'll continue in the next one with the next adventure. Thanks for watching.